types of cables. Twisted pair cabling. Pairs of wires twisted together to minimize electromagnetic interference. Suitable for most local network installations. Fiber optic cables use light to transmit data. Ideal for high-speed, long-distance communication. Coaxial cables feature an inner conductor surrounded by an insulating layer and shield, designed for high-frequency electrical signals. Twinaxial cables consist of two inner conductors within a common insulating layer, provide higher bandwidth and reduced interference compared to coaxial cables. Ideal for short-range, high-speed applications. Fiber optic cables utilize light for data transmission, offer higher bandwidth and longer distance transmission, immune to electromagnetic interference compared to traditional cables. Plenum vs PVC cables. Plenum cables, fire retardant, used in building plenum spaces. PVC cables, less expensive, but emit toxic fumes when burned. Fiber standards. 10 base T Ethernet standard with 10 Mbps bandwidth over twisted pair cables, typically Cat3 or higher. Supports lengths up to 328 feet 100 meters. 1000 base T Gigabit Ethernet standard, 1 Gbps over Cat5e or higher copper wiring. Distance limit of up to 328 feet 100 meters. 10 Gbps 10 Gbps Ethernet over Cat6e or Cat7 twisted pair cabling. Transmits up to 180 feet 55 meters with Cat6 and up to 328 feet 100 meters with Cat6 or Cat7. 40 Gbps supports 40 Gbps Ethernet over twisted pair cabling. Reaches up to 98 feet 30 meters with Cat8 cabling. 1000 base LX long wavelength gigabit Ethernet over fiber up to 16404 feet 5000 meters with single mode fiber. Up to 804 feet 550 meters with multi-mode fiber. 1000 base SX short wavelength signals over fiber optic up to 804 feet 550 meters on multi-mode fibers. 10 G base LR 10 gigabit Ethernet standard for long reach over single mode fiber. Transmits data up to 808 feet 10,000 meters. 10 G base SR suited for short reach on multi-mode fiber. Handles distances up to 312 feet 400 meters with 10 Gbps Ethernet. Network engineer training. In the realm of network installations and communications, different types of cables are used based on the requirements of speed, distance, and environment. Here's where you might typically find each type of cable. Twisted pair cabling. This is the most common type of cabling used in local area networks LANs found in office buildings, homes, and schools. Due to its affordability and ease of installation, it's widely used for Ethernet networks, telephone lines, and other forms of data transmission in relatively short distance applications. Fiber optic cables. These are primarily found in backbone network structures due to their high speed and long distance capabilities. You'll find them in internet cables, cable television networks, university campuses, and large corporate buildings where vast amounts of data are transmitted over considerable distances. They're also used in environments that require immunity to electromagnetic interference. Coaxial cables, commonly used for cable television systems, broadband internet, and in some data networks. Coaxial cables are found in residential homes as well as commercial settings. Due to their shielding, they are suitable for carrying high-frequency electrical signals over longer distances compared to twisted pair cables. Twinaxial cables. These are typically found in short-range, high-speed applications such as server rooms or data centers for connections between switches and storage devices. They provide higher bandwidth and reduced interference compared to traditional coaxial cables, making them suitable for environments where data transmission speed and integrity are critical. Plenum vs PVC cables. Plenum cables are used in the plenum spaces of buildings due to their fire retardant properties. They are required in any area used for air circulation for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. On the other hand, PVC cables are commonly found in less regulated spaces due to their lower cost, but are not suitable for plenum spaces because of the toxic fumes they emit when burned. In terms of fiber standards and Ethernet standards, you'll find 10 base T and 100 base TX are typically found in older or smaller network installations like small businesses or home networks where high speeds are not critical. 1000 base T is common in modern office networks, providing gigabit speeds over twisted pair cabling. 10G base T is used in environments requiring higher bandwidth, such as data centers, enterprise backbones, and high-performance computing networks. 40G base T and higher speeds are found in specialized or high-performance settings, such as advanced data centers or infrastructure supporting high volume, high-speed data transfer. 1000 base LX, 1000 base SX, 10G base LR, and 10G base SR are various fiber optic standards used based on the required reach and type of fiber used, single mode or multi-mode, commonly found in large network installations like metropolitan area networks, data centers, and extensive campus networks. Each of these cables and standards has its place, chosen based on the specific needs of the network, including speed, distance, budget, and environmental considerations. Network engineers need to understand where and how to deploy these different cables and standards to build efficient, reliable, and scalable networks.